Sahu, please, what are the different points we discussed in previous class? At glance, you have to give the points.
Ma'am, we discussed about the quadrants, then the axis names, x-axis, y-axis, x dash and y dash axis. Then the coordinates, like in the first quadrant they are positive, positive. In the second, negative, positive. In the third, negative, negative, and the fourth, positive, negative. And we also discussed that x coordinate is called abscissa, y coordinate is called ordinate. We also did that equation one part. We took random, I mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 values of x, and then took out the values of y, and then the points came in one line on the graph. And we also learned to plot the points in the Cartesian plane.
Very good, very good. Good job. Yes. Yeah, you are aware about how to plot points in the graph sheet, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Next. There is a wonderful question, children. The price of 1 kg of rice is rupees 50. Show that a graph in a form of straight line can be drawn such that if any point is taken on it, an abscissa of the point will be represent the quantity of rice for which the prices are represented by the ordinate. Let me check that part, children. Once again, I will repeat the question. The price of 1 kilogram rice is rupees 50. What are the points given here, children? 1 kilogram rice is 50. So conditions I'll write on the screen, children. 1 kg rice is rupees
300.
Yeah, 50. So suppose you need to show that a graph in the form of straight line can be drawn such that if any point is taken on it, the abscissa of point will be represent the quantity of rice for which the price of represented on ordinate, right, children? Suppose if I'm taking like, yeah, just a minute, children.
Which chapter is this?
Introduction to graphs.
Okay, ma'am. I did not understand how to draw this graph.
Yeah, let me check. The x I'm taking as quantity of rice. On x-axis, I'm taking quantity of rice. Suppose the quantity 1 kg. What is the cost? What is the
50 rupees. 50 rupees.
50 rupees. Suppose I'm taking the quantity as 2 kgs. What is the cost?
100 rupees.
Yeah. Suppose the quantity of rice is 2 kgs.
150.
Yeah, like that. Even not only I'm just taking, you can take randomly also, children. Suppose the cost of 5 kgs. Cost of 5 kgs, how much?
250.
Yes, cost of 5 kgs is 250. Like that, if you take the point x coordinate as well as y coordinate, you know very well about how to draw a graph. Take quantity in kgs in x-axis, and on y-axis the price of rice. Suppose whatever the price. How we have to take the graph here, children?
Ma'am.
Yes, Sahu.
Ma'am, the y-axis, can we start from 0, then
Exactly.
50, 100, like that?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
You have to choose the scale also, Sahu, here. What is the scale here? Right scale to choose here, Sahu?
Ma'am, it is 50, ma'am.
Yes, 50.
Very good. Can we take it as scale as 50?
1 centimeter is equals to 50.
1 centimeter square is equal to 50.
And 1 centimeter is equals to 50 rupees.
Very good, very good.
50 rupees.
So that very simple, children. Once you are able to identify these things, it's very easy. On x-axis, you can take it as x-axis. What you can take it as quantity. On y-axis, you take it as price, children.
Price, ma'am.
Yes. On y-axis, you can take it as price. You need to build a graph here so that if I'm taking here, shall I take as 1, 2, 3 kgs like that? Yes or no?
Yes, 1, 2, 3, and 5.
4, even 4 also you suppose.
Yes, ma'am. Even 4 and 5.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6. And the prices, how scale I supposed to write?
Ma'am,
here?
ma'am,
1
one unit
centimeter is
is,
equals to
ma'am, 1 unit is equal to 50
50 rupees.
50
Okay.
rupees.
Rupees 50, right, right. So that I can take it as 0 to 50, 50
100, 150,
to 150, 150 to
200,
200, 200 to
250.
250. Like that you supposed to take, children.
300.
So where I supposed to plot 1 kg cost is rupees.
Ma'am, it is 50, ma'am.
So it's 50. Suppose 2 kgs is 100. Yes or no, children? 3 kgs are 150.
Yes, ma'am, it is 150.
3
Then
kgs.
4 kgs is 200 and 5 kgs is 250. 6 kgs is 300.
Yeah, just 1 or 2 points you just plot, children. Once if you know that, you need to connect
And
it.
ma'am, they were also like the equations, so they are collinear points.
Exactly. If absolutely, if you take on graph paper, it's exactly straight line, children. That's the thing they're asking in the question too. You need to construct, you need to show the graph in the form of a straight line can be drawn such that if any point is taken on it, the axis of the point will be represent the quantity of rice, and whereas ordinate can be price. If you take like that, we can draw a graph, means you will get a straight line. The same way, there are many applications you have, children. A car travels, very, very important applications you have in this chapter. A car travels at a uniform speed, 60 kilometer per hour. Draw a time distance graph for this. Use the graph to find. The first question is, in the time taken by the car to cover distance of 150 kilometers. So let me give given points. Let me write, children. First of all, what are the points given here? Children, any doubt in first question you have? Pallav,
No, ma'am.
Pallav, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in first question? How to construct a graph
No,
over
ma'am.
here?
No, ma'am.
Satvik?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
If you have any doubts, please let me know.
Yes.
Whatever the conditions given, based on that conditions, we are building the question, children. Second question, a car travels at uniform speed 60 kilometer per hour. What is the speed of car, children?
60 kilometer.
Yeah, the speed of car is 60 kilometer per hour. Whatever given, I'll write on the screen, children. You have many questions based on these varieties of questions in the examination. Speed of car equal to 60 km per hour. And draw a time distance graph for this to find the time taken by car to cover distance of one. First question you need to find out, what is the time taken by the car to cover distance of 150 kilometers? Distance given, children, 150 kilometers is given. We don't know time, you need to find out time. And second question here, the distance covered by the car is 6.5 hours. Time is given as 6.5 hours given here. You need to find the distance. You need to find the distance covered by the car in the second condition. You have to construct a graph over here, children. To construct a graph, what do we need? Suppose here, what we need,
Ma'am,
children?
for A, ma'am, it is 2.5 hours.
Exactly. If you're supposed to take, let the distance traveled by the car can be X hours. Let me write the solution for.
Ma'am, these distance is 390, I think.
Okay. No, first of all, you're supposed to build an equation, children. Linear equation, you're
ma'am.
supposed to build in two variables. You know, distance and time. D and T are two variables you have to take here. So distance is nothing but take as time should be taken as T, or distance, anything you can take, children. So how we supposed to write here? How we are supposed to write according to our condition? How we supposed to write? Speed is nothing but distance traveled by time taken, right, children?
T by
Distance
T.
traveled by time
Distance pattern.
taken. So 60 kilometer per hour is the distance. Speed of the car is 60 kilometer per hour. Suppose if you take the distance traveled by car in x hours, be y kilometers. If you take distance traveled by a car in x hours time is y kilometers. Therefore, you have to build an equation here, children. Y equal to what is the distance traveled in 60 kilometers per hour? So 60 x you have to take it as y equal to 60x, children. Y equal to 60x here. We know that a speed equal to distance traveled by time taken. So distance is y kilometers. Time taken is x. So that per hour, how much per hour 60 kilometers is given. So whatever the distance, if you take it as 60 into x. So we built one equation here. Based on this equation, now you can start your table formation, children. How to build the table here? Time and the distance. Time and the distance, you have to take a time and the distance. If you take time and distance, if I'm taking time as 1 hour, already it is given 60 kilometers will be traveled. Suppose if I'm taking as 2 hours time means 120 kilometers. Suppose 3 hours time means 180 kilometers.
180 kilometers.
Yeah, if once you are building this, so
24.
you need to plot these points on your graph paper. How to plot these points on your graph paper, children? Same way you have to draw x-axis and y-axis. The meeting point is an origin. What are the x-axis? What you are taking, children? In x-axis, you are taking time in hours, and y-axis you are taking different distance. Once if you know that how you're supposed to plot, you know very well, children. Then you have to connect that point so that whatever the requirement we can easily find out. Let me draw the graph here. So first of all, you have to draw x-axis. I will take a little down here. Y-axis, vertical axis is nothing but y. Horizontal is x-axis. The meeting point is, what is meeting point, children? Origin. So you have to take x-axis. What you are taking? What you are taking an x-axis? Time.
Time.
Yeah. And y-axis you are taking
Distance.
So once you are taking time and distance,
Ma'am, can we take the scalar 60?
yeah, you just mark the scale. Scale directly, you are taking directly 60. Very good. So 60, if you are taking scale as 60 means, so 1 unit equal to 60. 60 what? Distance.
Kilometers.
Kilometer.
Yeah. So that if you take it as a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In
Six.
graph paper, you will get uniform distances, children. Maybe
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, maybe here some part. So 60 and 120,
180.
180,
240.
right? 240,
300.
300, 360, like that you have to, because here they're asking 6.5 hours also, children, so that I'm just writing little more also. Till you have to extend, if you need, you can extend more. It's 420, then 4, this next mark, 480. 480. Yeah, like that you can extend. Again, you know that 1 kilometer distance traveled is 60 means I will just plot point over here.
Ma'am, they asked 150 kilometers.
150 kilometers means you just see here. 150 means 150 means where I can locate the two.
Ma'am, it will be between 180 and 120.
So it is exactly 120 and 180 is this. So 150 means exactly, if in graph paper means you can divide children.
Yes, ma'am, it will be exactly in the half.
Yeah, you can divide like that. Graph paper you can exactly divide this.
Yes, ma'am, in graph paper we can put exactly the
We
point.
can do this. Next one. What is the next part? Is the next point that are
6.5 hours, ma'am. 6.5 hours.
6.5 means 3 hours 180, right? We know that 3 hours 180. The
390.
same way 6 means 6.5, right, ma?
Ma'am means more than 360 kilometers. 6.5 hours.
Ma'am, it is 390, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
6.5
90.
kilometer means I
690.
can take somewhere in between here, right?
390.
So 6 means here how I
Ma'am,
suppose?
360, ma'am. 6 means 360.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes. 360 above, right?
what is how many hours, ma'am?
Yeah, 6.5, no, 6.5.
Ma'am, it will be 390, ma'am, which is between 420 and 360.
Exactly. Let me check, ma.
Half, ma'am.
6
Ma'am,
and
between
half means
6 and
30.
7 and between 360 and 420.
Yeah. I think
Yes, ma'am.
somewhere half means exactly somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It will be between 6 and 7.5.
7, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
If you take graph paper, you are absolutely you can locate the points, children. Now you can build
Yes,
your.
ma'am, we can do it with a scale.
Now you can make. You can draw the straight line here. I will locate the points also. Let me write the points. All the points should be lie on the line, children. Like that, you because somewhere the point happens here, but it is not correct. You can draw exactly the point should lie on your line.
Ma'am, if we draw it on the graph paper, it will come, ma'am.
So you even just I will erase here the point. Is it not eraser, children? What I'm taking? Check 1 minute, children. You can take points exactly, children.
Ma'am, it all will not come in like a straight line, right, ma'am?
Exactly, it will come, children. If you draw absolutely, you can draw straight line only. Then only you can be able to build a 6.5 hours means whatever point you need to check like that. You're supposed to be exactly 360 and 420 in between it. The location is exactly in between these 2 points only. This is 1 point, and where it is 60 and 1 more point. Whatever there is-
Actually, for the 150 kilometers, you marked it at the right side.
Yeah, actually it is okay. Points, it is not accurate here, children, but in graph paper you can look at absolutely very clearly, or else I will just
And I think in the line graph, actually we should do like from one point to
1 to
another.
60, 1 hour 60, and 2 hours 120, 2 hours straight, you have to say it's 120.
Excuse me, ma'am.
And 2.5 hours means 120 plus 30. 120 plus 30, what happens, children? If you see on your line, it is 150. So here, if you take as time, this is your time distance time graph. So if you take like that, 2.5 hours. 2.5 means 2.5 hours. What is the distance traveled? 180. Sorry, not 180. 150. And 3 hours anyway, 180. Then if you go like that, 6.5 kilo, 6.5 means if you
Ma'am?
take 1 minute, 6.5 means if you go where it is meeting here, just like that, you're supposed to check to them. You see like that, its location is exactly 6.5 hours. So the distance is so 360 and 420, exactly 360 and 420. 30 you're supposed to add 390 kilometers it will travel. Now what you're supposed to conclude over here, children? What you're supposed to conclude over, yeah, the time taken to cover distance 150 kilometers is how much time? 2.5 hours. Yes or no, children? You just see here.
Yes, ma'am, 2.5 hours.
The distance traveled to cover 150 kilometers is 2.5. 2.5 is nothing but 2.5 hours. The same way, what you have to conclude here, the distance covered in 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours, what is the distance covered? 390 kilometers. Like that, you can draw your graph, and according to your questions, you can answer the questions too. Next question. Next question. Any doubt here, children? Any doubt?
Ma'am?
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I think it won't come under like a perfect line. I think we should do like from one point to another point. We have to draw like that, I think.
What now in your graph, whatever the questions are asking, 6.5 hours means where it is exactly matching six. If you use your ruler exactly,
Yes,
it will
ma'am.
match it 390, children. This is only
Ma'am, but sometimes when we draw the graphs and like it won't like 6.5 and like all
then if
won't
you
come
do
under same
correctly,
line.
exactly the point is alive. Exactly, if you do correctly, somewhere if you anything where you have doubt, Vishnu here, please let me know. I'll help you. First step is Vishnu, whatever the given condition here, 1 kilometer, how much distance is traveled? 60 kilometers, sorry, 1 hour, 60 kilometers. So like that, if you build your graph, if you take your equation means y equal to 60x you're supposed to take, and then you can find out values of y index. If once you are finding one or two values, you have to locate. Not only that, there are a few questions they're asking in 150 kilometers, how much time will be taken to cover the distance of 150 kilometers, as well as in 6.5 hours, how much distance will be traveled. That is two questions are asking. Based on this graph, you can find that distance, whatever the question. Yes, any doubt, ma? Any doubt here? I can see. Am I audible to you? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am, you are audible, ma'am. My
Yeah.
mic unmutes late, ma'am. I don't know why, ma'am.
Okay. Tracy, any doubt here?
No, ma'am, no doubt, ma'am.
Shall we go with one more question, These are just application ones. Next one is If the side of a regular pentagon, what is pentagon, children? Regular pentagon, what is pentagon?
Five-sided.
Polygon. Very good. Regular pentagon means all sides are equal. Very good. Here the question is, if the side of a regular pentagon is x centimeters and its perimeter is y centimeters. So then equation is y equal to 5x. Draw the graph. You need to draw the graph. Scale also given, children. Scale, what is given in x-axis? 10 small divisions is nothing but 2 centimeters you're supposed to take. Like that, a scale is given in the question. In the y-axis, 10 small divisions is 10 centimeters. Like that, you're supposed to take. Let me check that question. Regular pentagon. What is regular pentagon, Satvik? Satvik, what is regular pentagon?
Ma'am, with 5 equal
Yes,
sides.
all sides are equal. Pentagon means all 5
5
sides.
sides.
Yeah, regular pentagon. So what is given here? In regular pentagon, the side is given as x centimeters. Pentagon, here it is. I will draw pentagon. So the pentagon is given, children. The sides of the pentagon is x centimeters. So regular figure so that all are equal. And perimeter is given as y centimeters. What is perimeter, children? Perimeter. What is perimeter is nothing but length of the boundary. What is length of the boundary? X plus x plus x plus x.
5x.
So perimeter is already given as y, children. So y equal to 5x. Now you can construct your table, children. For x and y values, please construct. Not only this, they're asking, they're given a condition also here. What is the condition given? Take an x-axis, x and y is given. Scale also given. What is scale given? X-axis 10 small divisions equal to 2 centimeters. So I'm taking 2 centimeters equal to 10 small divisions on y. So that if I'm taking 4 means it's 20, right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
So if I'm taking 60 means 6 means
30.
10, 20, 30. 8 means 40.
40.
Like that you can continue your table. Then you have to draw your graph, children. Same way you have to construct the x-axis and y-axis.
Ma'am, there is graph sheet in Paint, ma'am.
Oh, Paint graph sheet is there.
Yes, ma'am. You can click that View tab, ma'am.
Which one, ma?
Ma'am, next to Home tab.
Next to
Home tab, View tab, ma'am.
view.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
At grid lines you have to click, ma'am.
Okay, right, ma. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Right. Very good. Thank you. Right. Now we can go directly, children. If I want to take here, yeah. Thank you so much, Zoya. What is this?
Ma'am, the thickness is more.
Yeah. Think like a straight line, children, x-axis and y-axis. So that is it straight, children? Somewhere, anywhere I can it cross.
Yes, ma'am, that only opposite.
Straight. You have to. Once if it is over. Yes. Meeting point is what, children? Meeting point is
Horizon.
next on x-axis. What are the points? We can take 1, 2. How we supposed to take here? Scale children 1, 2.
2 centimeters.
If you little zoom out, it's okay. Anyway, we'll take only as suppose a little. I'll take like these 2 boxes as 2. Then 1, 2, 4. Then
Eight.
next 6. Then next 8.
8.
Then next 10. Like that, if you continue, then on y-axis, how I supposed to take children? 10, 10. So small boxes, if I'm taking here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In graph paper, we have some checks, grids also. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes more number, Nana. Or else I will take an x-axis.
Ma'am, we can take in Excel, ma'am. We can take bar graphs in that.
Direct bar graph is sufficient. When if I'm taking here, I'm unable to take Zoya here. It is helpful only, but I supposed to take some here. It is not possible. If I'm taking somewhere 10 means it won't form a straight line. I can directly somewhere I downloaded also 1 minute children on the desktop. I somewhere the graph sheet. Yeah, you can. Are you able to see the screen, children? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
This
ma'am.
one, this is
Now you can take here, children. Now you can take here. Like that, it's very easy for you. Now you can take like x-axis and y-axis. How I supposed to write here? I'm unable to write on this screen, right?
ma'am. I think you need to download this so that you can write.
Download it only now, this one. Anyway, I'll just explain for you, children. X-axis you take and y-axis you take. And the x-axis every once in you can what is the scale given in the condition x-axis? 10 small divisions is 2 centimeters you have to take. Suppose if these are 10 small divisions, you take it as 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 like that. And on y-axis, 10 small division equal to 10 centimeters like that. You have to take 10 centimeters, 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters, 40, 50 like that, go on continuously. Then you have to plot 2 corresponding to is 10, corresponding 4 is 40, corresponding 6 is 30, corresponding 4 is 80, 8 is 40 like that. If you draw, you can meet this cross line, means exactly it is a straight line, children. That is your required graph, like that you are supposed to build. If it is how I supposed to download and edit this graph paper, I don't know, children.
Ma'am, or else you can take the screenshot of this and you can do it in Paint.
Okay, paint, I can paste on paint, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, children, you take your graph paper and try it. The other day I did this. It's my plain screen, children.
Ma'am, new screen is deleted.
Okay, children, okay. We'll discuss little later. I'll check little later this part. Don't worry about this. The same way you're supposed to construct your graphs, children. Like that, you have to find out not only time, distance graph, you many questions here, quantity of petrol, cost of petrol, how much quantity of petrol in liters, you need to find the cost of the petrol also. Can we go with a small quiz, children, on this concept? Yes. 1 minute, children. We'll go with because I think in offline examinations only you can draw the graph, or else they will give graph and you need to read the graph and answer the questions. Just a minute, children. I'll share the quiz link on this graph chapter.
Ma'am, are you sharing the link?
Yeah, I'm sharing now. Just a
Okay,
minute.
ma'am.
This class intro. Can we go with the 10 questions or 15 questions, children?
Ma'am, 15.
Accuracy. Yeah, I'm sharing the link, children. Please join, children. Come on, pick, children. Shreya, are you joining? Come on, make it fast, children.
Just a minute, ma'am. I have to join.
Yes, I can see 8 students are there. Where is the remaining? Shall I start? More 3 need to join.
Yes,
Come on,
ma'am. You can start.
come on, please join quickly.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
Okay. So 10 questions are there, children. Not only this, in data handling also we'll discuss one. Student need to join.
Ma'am, Krishna Jitya has joined twice.
Ma'am, maybe in the first one he maybe
Yeah.
made a mistake.
Yeah. We'll just check once again. How much accuracy happens in this? Any difficulties are there?
Ma'am, there were many of the new questions, that's why. The
Okay.
accuracy is also less.
Okay. This is not the class 7, I think. The point where x-axis and y-axis intersect is what?
Origin,
Right, that's correct. The ordinate of a point,
x-axis.
it's a distance from x-axis. Next, which of the following points lie on the x-axis?
Minus
Y equal to
70.
0.
Yes,
Y
ma'am.
equal to
-7,
0. Okay. X-axis means y value 0, children. Which of the following points?
Ma'am, in
2
this,
and
all the
minus
points
3.
lie.
2 and minus 3.
Yeah, do not lie on any axis means either x or y means here you see in second option y is 0, so locate on x
Yes,
axis.
ma'am. 2 and
So
minus 2.
only first option is correct. Next, in which of the following quadrant does the
Ma'am,
point?
first quadrant.
Both are positive. First, very good. Next, in
Third.
which of the following
Ma'am, third
quadrant?
quadrant. Both are negative.
Both are negative. Third, right. The equation represent y.
Ma'am, x is equals to 0.
X is equal to
Y-axis
0.
means x equal to 0. Good. Next, choose the correct answer. The point 4 and 1 is the point 4 and 1
Ma'am, nearer
is
to x-axis.
nearer to y-axis, nearer to origin, equidistance. No
Ma'am, nearer to
equidistance.
x-axis.
Why?
Nearer to
Because
X dash.
no, here nearer to, see here,
X.
what is x value is 4, right?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
but it is x only, x-axis.
X-axis 4 means it is nearer to?
X
Ma'am,
and
y-axis, ma'am.
Y.
Nearer to y-axis, children. You see here, x equal to 4 means, it's so far.
Ma'am, but ma'am, it is like y-axis is the distance from the x-axis. That means from y-axis it is 4 points far away, and from x-axis it is just 1 point far away. So it will be
Yeah.
nearer to
So
x-axis, no?
nearer to x-axis, what are the conditions given? Nearer to x-axis, nearer to
Ma'am,
y-axis.
the ordinate should be small than the abscissa, so x-axis. And if the abscissa is small than the ordinate, then y-axis.
Okay, right. Next one, ninth one, what is given? There is a identify the coordinate of the following point C. Where the point C
Ma'am, it is.
Ma'am, it's 5 and minus 1.
Yes, ma'am. 5 and minus 1.
5 and minus 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next one, dash, what is this?
Ma'am, it is Tuesday,
Ma'am,
Friday,
there
and
only
Sunday.
question is written. Ma'am,
Okay.
wherever the two line graphs are meeting at those points, the days, the estimation is equal to the actual temperature,
What
which
the
is Tuesday,
question? The
Friday, and
following
Sunday.
graph shows the temperature forecast and the actual temperature for each day in the week. Okay. On which day was the forecast temperature the same as the actual temperature?
Ma'am, is the
Forecast
meeting point
means-
of the two graphs, which is Tuesday,
Yes,
Friday, and
yes.
Sunday.
Okay. Wherever the meeting points will be happening, children, here.
Ma'am, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday.
Yes. So option B. Nothing new, children. Everything I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we go with one more quiz, children?
Yes, ma'am, we have 6 minutes.
Yeah. We'll go with one more small quiz.
Ma'am, can you please show that leaderboard once again?
Yeah, very good. Sahu and Zoya, Satvik and Krishna, Shreyashi. Good job, children. Everyone are doing. Still, some students are doing
Ma'am, you can end the quiz.
right. Good, children. Good, very good. Next.
Ma'am, your screen is looking a little.
Are you able to see my screen, children? No?
Yes,
Yes
ma'am,
or
it's
no?
visible.
Okay.
Ma'am, but there are just 8 questions. Yes, ma'am, time is also less. We can go for that.
Let me see.
Ma'am, we can take that up one quiz only.
Okay, right.
Ma'am, below. Yes, ma'am, that. Ma'am, below one.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am, that.
right, children, please. All the best, children. Do well your PG exam.
Ma'am, can you send this in the chat?
Yes, exactly. Thanks, and please join, children. Yeah, come on, quick, children. I can see 6 students are there. But the remaining, please join quickly. Other students, please join quickly. Shall I start, children? Very good, children. You are doing very fast and nice. This quiz. Good job. See, there are 2 students completed, right? Zoya and Krishna and Sahul, Vishnu. Is it easy, children? So fastly completed.
Yes, ma'am. This one
Ma'am,
is
there
also,
are less number of questions.
Okay, right. Which
ma'am,
question?
it is a lot easier.
Yeah, Vishnu, Satvik, and Satvik doing the Pallav. Sahu, and I can see Zoya and Krishna did all correct bit. All correct. 1 minute, then let me see the questions.
You can end the quiz.
Yeah, pictorial representation is
ma'am.
nothing but pictograph.
Pictograph.
Ma'am, pictograph.
Photograph, ma'am.
Very good. That
Ma'am,
all-
two sets. Two sets.
Two sets of data, ma'am.
Dash gives the number of times of a particular
Ma'am,
occurs.
frequency distribution table.
Next,
Ma'am, class interval. Class interval.
Ma'am, can I give?
yes, next one. The n group date of the group is called.
Ma'am, class interval.
Very good. The next one.
Ma'am?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
lower
10.
limit 20.
Ma'am, 20, sorry, 20.
Ma'am, after this class, can we end the class?
Yes, yes, children, you
After
can
this class.
only 2 questions are there, and
Ma'am, width.
Width,
the
ma'am.
difference between lower limit and the
And this
width.
is
Width.
Right. The width of the
10.
width
10,
10. 10, ma'am,
both are
10.
same.
10.
And if there is
Ma'am,
no
histogram.
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 program, that's all, children. Very good. And look at the results. See the students. Well done, children. Well done. First place Zoya, second place Krishna, and third place Sahu. Wonderful job, children. Okay, children. Bye. Have a nice day. Do your tomorrow's
Thank you,
test
ma'am.
well.
Bye, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Have a nice day. Good night, ma'am.